Hello students, how are you? Today I am again back with a new topic, that is superposition theorem, and this is the topic of module number 1, subject BEE, BTech first year, and I am professor at Indo Global College of Engineering. Okay, now start with the numerical part. I am just assuming the numerical. Let us suppose this is 10 volt, resistance 5 ohm, this is a resistance of 3 ohm, 4 ohm, and this is a current source 10 ampere. Now if you see this numerical, there are two sources. One is a voltage source, another is a current source. According to the superposition theorem, if there is more than one source in a given circuit, then we have to find the currents in all the branches, okay, and all the circuit elements because of individual source, and after that you will add up, okay, algebraic sum of the current because of the individual source. Okay, now step 1. The aim of the circuit is very clear. Find, let us suppose it is I1, I2, and this I3. You have to find I1, I2, and I3. Okay, using superposition theorem. Okay. Now step 1. In step 1, we will consider the source 1. Okay, we will consider the source voltage 10 volt, and the second source is a current source. Now you will open it. Open the current source. Okay. Now I am taking the voltage source. This is 5 ohm, 3 ohm, and this is 4 ohm. Now you have open circuit the current source. Okay. Now because of this 10 volt, you have considered the current I1 dash. This is I2 dash, and this is I3 dash. Now find the values of I1 dash, I2 dash, and I3 dash. As you are watching, I3 dash will be 0, that is the open circuit. Now I1 dash is equal to I2 dash. Why is it so? Because the current flow flowing will follow this path, as it is open circuit, hence both the value will be same, and the value is voltage. What is the current? Voltage upon resistance. 5 and 3 are in series, that is 8. Okay, that is 5 by 4. This is I1 dash is equal to I2 dash. Okay, hence you have find out all the three values. Now step 2. Now consider current source and short circuit voltage source. Now you are considering the current source and short circuiting the voltage source in a given circuit. Okay, I have short circuit the current voltage source 10 volt. Okay, now this is a current source 10 ampere, 4 ohm, 3 ohm, 5 ohm. Okay, and now assume the direction of current I3 double dash, I2 double dash, and I1 double dash. Now you know the incoming current, that is I3 double dash is 10 ampere. It is given. No need to solve it. Now there are two branches in parallel, 5 and 3 ohm resistance. Okay, in this case, I1 double dash is equal to incoming current, that is I3 double dash, into resistance of opposite branch. We are applying the current divider rule, divided by sum of resistance. Those are parallel. These are the resistance in parallel. What is I3 double dash? 10 into 3 by 8. Now it is 15 by 4. What is I2 double dash? Again I3 incoming current into resistance of opposite branch divided by total. What is I3 double dash? 10 into 5 by 8. That is 5 5 is 25 by 4. This is I2 double dash. Okay. Now this is about, you can say, the value of I1 double dash, I2 double dash and I3 double dash. Now what is our aim? I1 dash. Now I1 dash, what is I1? In this direction, I1 dash, that is I1 dash minus I1 double dash, because it is in opposite direction as you are seeing, and I1 dash is in this direction. Okay, our reference direction is this. That's why we are subtracting. That is I1 double dash. Answer is, what is I1 dash? 5 by 4 minus I1 double dash, that is 15 by 4. Answer is minus 10 by 4. Similarly, you will find I2. It is going downward as a reference direction, and in both cases it is going downward. Hence we add up with the 2. What is I1? I2 dash 5 by 4. What is I2 double dash? 25 by 4. And the answer is 30 by 4. That is 15 by 2. Now, what is I3 dash? 3, you can see the direction is this, reference direction is this, and in this case this is this, and in this case it is this. Hence we can subtract this minus this. That is I3 double dash minus I3 dash. What is I3 double dash? It is 10 ampere minus 0. The answer is 10. Hence we have calculated the value of this is, you can say, I1, and this is I2, and this is I3. Like this way we can solve the numerical using superposition theorem. Thank you so much. I will be back with the new numerical on superposition theorem. Stay tuned, okay, and keep watching my videos. Thanks a lot.